Alright, y'all. So I'm checking in from Sandy's National Park in Colorado. I just got here last night, right around sunset. A little bit before I managed to find a campsite to pitch a tent up at. So I know I got a lot of backlogging to do to bring everybody up to speed with my journeys. So I'm just going to kind of outline where I've been, and then in the future I'm going to backlog and break each one of those legs up into its own video. That way I can have several short videos instead of one massive video, because I don't know if y'all are anything like me, but my attention span is not strong enough to sit there and watch someone ramble on for 20 minutes about the last month of their adventuring. So, this is the outline for everything that I've done so far. Started in Summerfield, Florida, which is about 30 minutes southeast of Ocala, Florida. And then I continued on, went up to Ichituckney Springs, stopped on my way towards Panama City Beach, checked it out. Then hung out with a buddy in the Panama City Beach area, and continued on to New Orleans, Louisiana. Hung out there for a little while longer than I anticipated, but always a good time hanging out in NOLA. And once I left New Orleans, I went to the Texas coast, Gulf of Mexico, like Port Bolivar and Galveston area. Continued west along the coast for a little while. Then I banked up and headed towards Kingsbury, Texas. Stayed on a woman's homestead for a night. And I continued on to my buddy's place in Austin. After I left Austin, I hit another spring, Barton Spring, which was still in Austin, and then I departed, heading towards the Three Sisters in Texas, which is 335, 336, 337, which creates an awesome 100-mile loop. A bunch of twisties and turns and some pretty decent elevation changes. After that, I ended up continuing on to Carlsbad, New Mexico, and continued to White City to go to Carlsbad National Park, Carlsbad Caverns National Park, and then actually thought I had some tire trouble. I thought I had a leak in my front tire. So I went back to Carlsbad, tried to sort that out, spent the night there, found out there were no issues, which I'll explain in a later video. But continued on to Roswell and tried to go north to Taos, but ended up hitting pretty severe wind. So I ended up meeting a gentleman who invited me to stay at his house for the night in Roswell. Backtracked to Roswell, spent the night there, then the next day continued on to Taos. Spent 2 nights with a bunker biker host in Taos, New Mexico. Beautiful area of the country. I've never been there before, so that was a blessing. And then from Taos, I continued on up to Colorado, which brings me to the Sand Dunes National Park, which is where I'm currently located. About to do a little hike to a waterfall and take a couple pictures and maybe a 360 shot of it. So I know that's a lot to cover, but I'm going to be, like I said, going and making several shorter videos to kind of delve into each leg of that trip, bring y'all up to speed. So if you like what you're checking out, if you got a friend that you think would be into it, feel free to share it with them. Give me a like, subscribe, all that jazz. I'm going to try and get better about posting videos and also keeping up to date with what's going on my Instagram site and TikTok, as well as the YouTube channel. All right, take care, y'all. Peace, love, and biggins.